Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Peace to the gods and goddesses. Peace to the God's chosen people of Top Mary. I love you and I'm in love with you. Subscribe to the YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube. Hit the like button. Put where you're from in the chat. Hit the like button. Put where you're from in the chat. Hit the like button. I'm going to take some questions today. Y'all get your questions together. Get your receipts together. Get your questions together. Get your receipts together. Roll the corn. Get your questions together. Get your receipts together. We know the truth now. Roll the corn. Latoya Corn, roll the corn. Mobile, Alabama, what up? Florida, what up? Tampa, what's up? Cammy, roll the corn. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe to the YouTube. Subscribe to my live subscription. Fang, what's up? Roll the corn. Q Jack, South Carolina, what up? Dallas, what up? Jersey. North Carolina, Mikey Drew, what up? Memphis 10, what's up? Birmingham, Alabama. Detroit in the building. Roll the corn. We know the truth now. How y'all feeling today? I'm going to take some questions. If you got any receipts. Minnesota, what up? If you got any receipts, I want to check them out. Any pictures you got, anything you got, I want to check them out today. Today I'm going to talk about symbolism in movies. A lot of people been asking me, Daryl Harden, what's up? A lot of people been asking me about symbolism in movies, so I'm gonna start breaking down some of these movies for you guys and show you what they be talking about and what they be trying to show that we kind of look over sometimes. And I'm gonna start with one movie in particular that somebody keep asking me about. I hope they get in the live, but they catch it on YouTube if they can. But it's a movie that they want the symbolism for because they always ask me about this movie, and I want to break it down real quick. And I'm gonna take some questions from everybody, and I'm gonna if you got any receipts, I'm gonna let you get up on the screen and put your receipts up. Right? Roll the corn. Put where you're from. Put the corn in the chat. Share the live. Share the live. T. Williams, what up? Appreciate that, Duke. Appreciate that, Duke. Roll the corn. Sinners. Okay, I do sinners. Got you coming up. Got you coming up. Now let's look at this movie right here. And I ain't even got all the receipts today, but I'm just going to show y'all something. The Green Mile. It's this lady. She asked me about the Green Mile every day. Every day. What is the symbolism of the Green Mile? What does it mean? She said it touched her in a certain type of way because she know this is some type of story that they done made into a whole nother thing. And that's exactly what that is, right? Now, what is his name? What is his name, people? What is his name? In the movies, in the Green Mile, what is his name? I'm going to break this down for her real quick. I hope she catch it on YouTube. His name is John Coffey. John Coffey. His initials is J.C. Who else got initials name was J.C.? Put it in the chat. Who else initials is J.C.? Roll the corn. Jesus Christ. Y'all laughing. Y'all laughing. Now, I ain't talking about is all that real or none of that. I'm just going through the movie. I'm just going through the movie, right? His name is John Coffey, right? He is convicted. He is convicted of doing a crime he didn't commit, just like Jesus, right? He is sentenced to death just like Jesus in the movie, right? This is what they are depicting with John Coffey. John Coffey, aka Jesus Christ. Now you see in the movie how innocent and how nurturing this man was in the movie. Even though he was on death row, he never lost his faith. He never wandered away from what he was doing, right? Now in the movie, he just fell out the sky. He just fell out the sky trying to bring back the twin girls, trying to bring back the twins in the movie. He was trying to heal the twins. You remember that, right? And they caught him healing the twins with his hands on them, trying to bring them back to life after somebody else murdered them, right? Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Okay. Jesus Christ was a healer. Like you said, Carl Macon. He was a healer, right? Jesus Christ put his hands on people, takes away the disease, takes away the illness. That's what John Coffey was doing. Now, when Jesus Christ was on the cross, right? When he was on the cross in the Bible, who was he in jail between? Who was Jesus on the cross in between two people? Who were the two people Jesus Christ was in jail with on the cross beside him? A thief, you got one of them right, Tahuti. A thief and a what? A thief and a what? A thief and a what? I hope old girl in here watching this because she keep asking me to bust this down. A thief and a murderer. Duke, you right, a killer. A thief and a murderer. Jesus Christ was on the cross between a thief and a murderer. Now, when he was in jail, he was in there with a thief and a murderer. Y'all remember that? Roll the coin. He was in there with a thief and a murderer. 3 Mile. He was in there with a thief and a murderer. A thief and a murderer. John Coffey was in jail between a thief and a murderer. Right? Roll the coin. Jesus gave people eternal life. Jesus gave people eternal life, right? He took the cancer out of Tom Hanks and he lived forever. He burned the rat back to life and the rat was still alive, right? Eternal life. Do y'all remember this? Now, to the lady that kept asking me about this movie, I'm going to give it to you real quick. John Coffey represented Jesus Christ in this movie, right? He was nice. He was pleasant. He didn't get mad. He was locked up. He didn't never say he didn't kill nobody. He just said, do what you're going to do to me. Roll the coin, right? His name is John Coffey, a.k.a. Jesus Christ with the JC, right? These people represent the Romans. The police represent the Romans in the Bible who crucified John Coffey or Jesus Christ. He was in jail between a thief and a murderer. Murderer and thief. John Coffey, fellow inmates. Right? He took the illness out of Tom Hanks' wife. He took the illness out of Tom Hanks' wife, right? He's a healer. He took the illness out of Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks lived forever. Tom Hanks lived to be real old. You remember that? At the end of the movie, Tom Hanks was old, still alive with the rat that he had brought back to life after they crucified Jesus Christ. Now, the reason I know this is because I always knew this story, and when I saw the movie, I knew what they was doing. And the YT people got mad. They started boycotting this movie because they knew that the producer or the director of this movie was trying to portray a black man as Jesus Christ in a jail scene, right? And they started boycotting it because they knew the truth, right? But I'm gonna start breaking down I'm gonna start doing some different things with the information I know. I want to show y'all what these movies really mean and what they are. That's why some of these movies are way more powerful, because the background story beats another story, and they try to put like it into a. So John Coffey is Jesus Christ, healer, healer, taking diseases, bringing people back to eternal life. He fell out the sky, trying to save the twins that the thief and the murderer killed, right? So this movie Symbolism is the way they put it together was beautiful. I ain't gonna lie. Like the way they trick your mind and make you think this is just a black man going to jail and he was on death row, it was amazing. Like the way they put it together. And I'm not just really talking about the religious side of it. I'm just talking about the way they put this story together in this form, and then nobody understand who he really was and what he was really portraying in this movie, right? So next time y'all watched it, y'all check that out. Between the thief and the murderer, healer, give people eternal life. Nice, pleasant, sweet. Didn't never say don't kill him or nothing. He just went into his fate and died. And they tried to name the man John Coffey after the initial Jesus Christ. That's fire. That's fire. That's crazy. Any questions? I just want to show. It was a lady kept asking me about that, and I want y'all to understand what that movie was about. Right? Now, Daryl Harden, you said something about sinners. You said something about sinners, Daryl Harden. Now, what question you got about that? What question you got about sinners? Roll the coin. It's a lot of movies with this symbolism, people. I got like 30 of them out and broke down. I'm going to start putting them out on TikTok and on YouTube. I'm going to start putting it out on TikTok and YouTube. But I know a lot of people are talking about sinners with the hoodoo part of sinners. White people are scared. White people were scared of us, y'all. White people were scared of us. That's why they call hoodoo witchcraft. Anything they don't understand, they try to call it witchcraft. They try to call it, I'm tired, boss, dog tired. That's a real place, man. Parchment, Mississippi is a real place on the movie Life. On the movie Life, that's a real place. I'm tired, boss. Yeah, written by Stephen King. Stephen King portrayed John Coffey as Jesus Christ in a prison style movie, but he was really depicted as Jesus Christ. That's what people don't understand about that movie. Oh, okay, you cool, Daryl. You cool, Daryl. And YT people started boycotting Green Mile because they had kind of peeped it out that he was making John Coffey Jesus Christ in that movie. It's deep. It's deep. It's deep. It's deep. A thief and a murderer. He's in jail between a thief and a murderer. That's crazy. Then he passed away right after that. He passed away right after that. That's crazy. He passed away. So next time y'all watch it, put the Jesus Christ theme in with the movie. It's going to make it 10 times better, because that's exactly who he is portraying in that movie. But in a newer age and in a newer setting. And he set it up. Stephen King is a genius. I ain't going to lie. Stephen King is a genius, because the way he portrayed it and the way people didn't understand who he was talking about was amazing. That's fire. I just want y'all. I'm gonna break down another movie tomorrow. Then I'm gonna come with some more receipts, right? But y'all got any questions about certain meanings or anything or something like that? Or any receipts y'all got, just hop in the box and we'll chop it up. And I want to talk about something too, y'all. I want to talk about something too, man. And I hate to talk, like I say, sometimes I hate to talk about certain subjects, but I got to talk about it. Like lately, there has been people in my DM talking about I am a Daryl Harden. I appreciate that. Daryl Harden, I appreciate that. He said I ruined it. You already, it's old. It's 20 years old, bro. Put a 2 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat. Y'all hear me? Give me a 2. Indian J, what up, dog? Okay, people been in my DM, bro, talking about I'm a false prophet. I stole information from people and all of that, bro. But listen, man. Listen, y'all. And I'm not trying to pull my own card. I gotta say this. Wasn't nobody talking about the mounds, bro. Wasn't nobody talking about these mounds till we know the truth now. Got on the mounds and started showing y'all what that stuff really is in America, bro. Now people coming at me like they put me up on the knowledge. I don't even follow you people, bro. Everybody talking about mounds now. This lady in my DM, she kind of bothered me because she was like, this information is mine, and you got, lady, I don't know you. Lady, I don't know you. Lady, I don't, you got 32 followers or something. I don't know you. I ain't trying to dish you or nothing, but I don't know you. I never looked at any information you ever put out on the face of the earth. I seen a mound on my grandmother's land in 1995, bro. Come on, man. I knew about a mound and melanated people since 95, bro. Come on, man. I was 12 years old, man. So I always knew what they were. Didn't nobody put me up on that. My great-grandmama put me up on that. And it's getting to the point now where people, rather than take information and use it for the furtherment of our knowledge of our people, they want to act like who created it, who came up with it. I'm the first one to do it. It's not about that. That's not virtuous. That's low. That's low vibration, right? Now everybody pulling up to the mound, taking videos, shooting pictures, and tagging me, talking about some, you got it from me. You just dropped the mound video a month ago, bro. Bro, I was at the mound 3 years ago on TikTok. I was at the mounds 12 years ago before I even had a account on the internet. I always knew what they were. I always studied them. These are my peoples. Where I come from, mounds are everywhere, people. Mississippi mounds everywhere. All the cities on top of mounds. It's correlation to stars everywhere. It's not about who done it first. It's about, did you learn the truth? Simple. I come for the truth to get put out. I don't come to be trying to act like, you know, I just want people to pay attention to their surroundings, because some of this stuff is right here in our face, and I want to show people that they are aligned with stars and the correlation of pyramids, right? So I just hate that people want to attack their own people. But we don't attack these people who are lying about our history, right? We don't attack Billy Carson. We don't attack these YT people talking about aliens. We don't attack these people that took our land and made billions. We don't attack nobody, bro. And then a movie like Sinners come out. Y'all want to attack hoodoo, but white people came up with the name hoodoo. Right? We was using plants to heal ourselves. We was using plants to heal ourselves, people. Ain't nothing evil about that. Ain't nothing evil about plants. Anything coming from the earth. Right? He said we do attack Billy Carson. yeah, you got to now. Because you can tell that these people are trying to make another being instead of giving the proper respect to the ancestors. Mr. B, what's up? Gatty, I got you coming up, Gatty. Yo.
Hey, what up, fam? I want to say I appreciate what you do, bro. And you don't be on here talking about I'm a god, I'm a deity. Y'all better follow me, or I won't tell you nothing else. None of that stuff, bro. That I'm gonna tell you. That's these people that can't get a download if they paid for it. That's these people that don't understand this shit, bro. And I mean, they look
Right.
to everybody that's listening and watching it. This man get downloads. He see the stuff before he go research it. He
Right.
has dreams about this. He in the shower and this stuff hitting him. Then he got to go get the research just to show people that need proof. If you flat out say, "Hey, I know this," I believe you because I know how we get it. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta put videos to it just for the people that don't understand this stuff.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And once I said it before, I said it again, bro. You the truth. When you was gone for a while, I said I hope they don't get him. And when you came back harder, you know what I'm saying? Roll the corn. I mean, it's always we. It ain't me.
Oh, this
You a
all
part of the puzzle.
it's all our ancestors' information, bro.
Yeah, bro, and you a part of the puzzle. And you got people talking about that ain't your information. Look, I'm in Ohio, so I go to Miami's Bird Mound. I might video court that, but that's it because this is my area. You over there, that's your area. Why can't we put all these pieces together instead of being jelly over what somebody doing? But I'm at work. I'm going to eat real quick. But look, bro, love you. Keep doing what you're doing. This man is the truth, y'all. He a God. He's saying we, not me. He is not wanting nobody to praise him. He's sharing this information so we can know.
Exactly right,
Like
bro.
dude, and all the Roll the Corn videos, that was like when you do it, when you paint on cars and stuff like that, that was they tag that corn. That's what that corn was. Like, you see the corn, this our shit. I appreciate it, bro. Have a good one.
Thank you so much, bro. Y'all follow Mr. B. Follow Mr. B. See, he said something very powerful. Ain't nobody trying to be no deity. Ain't nobody trying to be no, because the original people had no idols, people. They had no idols. So if you're trying to be an idol, you are already going against what the ancestors taught, right? Idols didn't come until hunter-gatherers got the information. It was all about all of the people. Everybody eat out of the field. We have to feed all of our kind. It wasn't, I'm sitting on the throne passing out rations. No. It got to that when it got to Egypt, Samaria. You see what I'm saying? But the original teaching, everybody eat, B. Everybody get the knowledge. Everybody get the food. Everybody get the fish. Everybody get to learn how to build structures. Everybody learn everything, right? Now, a person who don't understand it is going to take an idol and try to conflict their beliefs off on the idol with their self because it's not of their culture. See, if it's not of your culture, you adapt a idol to worship because you think there's some type of idol people look up to, so you therefore want to embody yourself in an idol, right? That ain't what we do. That ain't what we do. Because these things were originally created from a basic teaching, and they turned it into all this hunter-gatherer teaching, right? So I just want y'all to know that. Gatty, what's up, man? Y'all follow Gatty. What up, Gatty? got something to top it up right quick.
Yo, hey, you know I've been begging to come up, nigga. Like I'm a fan. I'm a fan of you, nigga. I've been begging to come up. I'm a fan. I'm a
Yeah,
fan,
you
bro. But
already know
don't do me like that. I'm a
you
fan, man.
my brother in crime, man. You already know.
But let's be controversial right now.
Let's do it.
Let's do it for the one time.
Let's do it.
Did you know I did a post
Uh-huh.
that Tedis, our hair, Tedis. You know? Do you know what Tedis come from?
Uh-uh.
Come from North America. Remember the ringworms that we get?
Uh-huh.
I just exposed it,
Yeah.
and I just got the
Oh, like,
documents.
okay. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
I don't want I don't want to get your live shut down, but yeah, I just exposed it, right?
Yeah.
What the little, I think it's the hair piece, what you want to call it, left and right, right?
Uh-huh.
That I just exposed it that they did braids, locks, and everything, right?
Exactly.
So now that the so-called archaeologists, they was being quiet about it, right? Because they didn't want to say it. But I said it. Okay. You said a lot of things that correlated with what I'm saying. And I don't want to be controversial, but you already know if you invite me up, it's going to be controversial. And everybody going to understand what you're saying and what I'm saying. We're going to do it together.
Okay.
So basically what I'm saying is, now they saying that, oh, Teddish and the hair that was in Egyptian mummies that's only in North America, then the trees. You know the trees, right? The trees, I don't want to say it.
Sycamore.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So all this, so how do you have Teddish in the hair and Egyptian mummies and American trees in the mommies? How are you gonna have that over there when it came from North America?
Yep. It's a whole lot of things that come from here they got.
Yeah. And I'm speaking in parts. I'm speaking secrecy. Because I want to go ham. I want to go ham.
Go ham.
No, because I don't want your live. You know how your live is.
You say it the right way, it'll go. It'll go.
But I go ham. I start speaking American language, and then if I start speaking American language, and then if I speak it, then the live get cut. You know how they do it.
Tobacco.
Okay, tobacco. Yeah. So tobacco, and now
the white girl.
Yeah. Okay. So now, so now, right? So now that nobody know that the Egyptian mummies have ringworms that only indigenous to North America, not towards the Africans.
Whoa.
Oh yeah. I exposed it on my page. I exposed everything.
So you said, now I see what you said. You said, okay, I'm going to say it. I ain't going to let you say it. I'm going to say it. You said the wingworm that found on these mummies or wingworm that come from America.
Right. I
gotta go watch the video. I gotta go watch the video, bro.
That was the reason why. That was the reason why they never spoke about the headpiece. You know the headpiece where was the left and right on the shoulders?
Yeah.
Because our locks.
Yeah. Exactly.
So and they found so many mommies, kids. Have you ever wondered why they never spoke about the kids? Why they never spoke about the kids?
Right, they never speak about the kids, the mummies.
Yeah, they never speak about because they found so much Teddish in their hair, which is called ringworms.
That's wild right there.
It's about to get deep. That's
a whole nother approach right there. That's fine.
That's a whole nother. Brother, we're about to get so deep to what? It's about to get deep.
That's fine.
But I got part 2 coming.
Okay.
But I just want to let your viewers know, and you know, that you are doing a good job.
Appreciate it.
And
bro.
if I can give you a hug right now,
you too, bro.
I will give you a
Me
hug.
too. Like I always told you, Gatty, I approach things so different and you approach things so different. So it makes it so unique for the information. You see what I'm saying?
But not only that, not only that, I want to let your viewers know.
Yeah.
Remember the term where the so-called George Washington, so-called with the Moors, he was not supposed to let, right? The Jewish, oh, what? No, I think it was the Moors. People's not supposed to know their ancestors.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got something about to blow your mind. I got something about to blow your mind. And let me tell you right now, before to let people know I'm not lying. Did you know the Hebrew word is not Hebrew? It's called Hebrew with an E.
Yeah.
Not a Hebrew.
It's a couple of different names. It's Ibri. It's Eber.
Right there. Wait. Stop right there. You're
Yeah.
right. But now I have the documents that explain that why they got rid of 16 Bibles.
Okay.
Why? And they started us in the Black Bible with the Israelites and the Ishmaelites. Israelites and the Ishmaelites are the descendants of the Ebratites.
Exactly.
I got that coming too.
Exactly. And you know what Ibra
I
means?
got that coming too.
You know what Ibra means, right?
No.
Passing through. The people who pass through with the knowledge. Ibri.
Really?
I-B-I-R. Hold on. Yeah, I-B-R-I. Ibri is the people passing through with the knowledge.
But look,
So if the Ibri,
I swear to God, I got the documents. I need to give you a hug.
See,
But anyway, look,
you
let's
just said something powerful because you understand that the Hebrew and the Israelite came from the Ibri. That's what you saying, right?
But there are a missing thing. It's called the Ishmaelites. Ishmaelites and the Israelites, which are the Ishmaelites is North America. The Israelites are no. The Ishmaelites are South America. The Israelites are North America.
So
Now remember,
say that one more time. That's fire. Hold on. Say that one more time.
The Ishmaelites.
Ishmaelites.
Yeah, I swear, bro. Matter of fact, you know what? That's our such thing as the 12 tribes. They all called Ishmaelites, Ishmaelites. The all name is in tights.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
The old makes a Hebrew or Isbri.
Yeah, but they all name are ended in tights. Like Hebrewites, Ishmaelites, Jimatites, whatever. It all ends in that, right? That they don't teach us. But to make a long story short, that what they did is they corrupted the word Hebrew, which is our Hebrew without the H.
Here's what people got to understand about the Ibri, right? The Ibri is another name they turned it into Hebrew, right? Ibri.
But it's without the E. It's without the H.
Yes, without the H. This is I-B-R-I, right? And it's the people who are crossing the Jordan River or passing through. See what I'm saying? So they start calling, they come from Hebrew, but they call them Hebrew people just passing through, the people who are putting knowledge in these areas.
Right.
Yeah, and they come from here.
and then the map I showed, I think it was like 3 posts ago, that they erased the Red Sea was California.
Yeah.
They erased that. Then when you read the Bible passage, it says everything that my 3 posts and your posts. See, that's why I like listening to you.
They go together.
Yeah, they go together.
Exactly.
They go together. And but you want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
The pastors, they all quiet. Why is they quiet? Why is they so quiet? Ask yourself that. Why is they so quiet? Why is your pastor? I have a letter. It's a secret letter that Napoleon that gave to all the pastors that when you listen to your pastor speak, they all have, I swear to God, I ain't posted yet, but I have it. That the letter say, speak to them to steal their land and steal everything. And this is what your pastors do. I have it. I swear to God, I have the letter. And when you start listening to your pastor, if you go to church on Sunday, keep this letter in your pocket. Take out the letter and watch your pastor speak. They're all doing the same thing as Leopold in 15 some hundred.
Yeah.
The way they speak. They don't speak upon the Bible. They say, don't speak what they already know. Keep the interest. Keep the interest of us. And when you keep the interest of us, they will always pray to God that they will never see. But on top of that, they say make sure they give donations till they become broke. And when they become broke, they get on their knees, their land will get taken. I swear I have the letter. I swear to God. I have the letter. I have the letter. Literally, I have the letter. And it speak upon your. Why do you think your pastors right now don't get taxed? I have the letter.
That's fire. And on top of that, what you just said, I'm gonna add to that. If we are tithing our money to the church, and then they are stealing our land from taxes, they are putting us deeper and deeper in the hole with
Bingo.
with certain
Bingo. But the letter said, do not teach them what they already know, right?
Yeah.
And they said that what they already know is what's wrong. Killing somebody is wrong. Doing something to somebody is wrong. Whatever. Do not teach them that. Teach them that they will never have salvation, only in death. I'm like, damn. And that sounds like when we get on our knees and pray to Jesus and we got up, our land was gone. Nigga, the Europeans had the land.
I wanted to show you about the taxes when they talk about this. Here you go. Right? Forfeited by impoverished taxpayers along the route through the mounds in Mississippi, to Vicksburg to Mississippi. So, well, what you saying is so powerful, because if you are tithing and then they are doing the state becomes a state and they start putting taxes on our land that we originally owned, they can go back and buy. Our land will forfeit from taxes, and they'll go back and buy it.
Bingo.
Building
Bingo. Bingo. But they started this in the Congo first.
Yeah, all this stuff come from Africa and Europe first. You're exactly right.
And then they came in North America with the missionary. So anytime you hear the word,
all the way up, they had learned the game that they played perfectly by the time they got over here. They were
because they couldn't beat us. They couldn't beat us with wars and guns because it's too many of us. Exactly. So they was like, okay, so we're gonna open up the word missionary. But so anytime you hear a black pastor talk about some missionary Baptist church, he working for them. He been to school. He know what he doing. He know he doing clearly. Yeah. He know what he's doing
they go
clearly.
To theology schools. Theology schools is teaching that exact doctrine of what they doing.
There you go. Mm-hmm. So if you ever not saw a pastor steals, right? Yeah. Hey, wait. You did. You heard one pastor go to jail. I forgot his name. He had a Jerry curl. He stole from the white church. He said, you know what? I'm not going to do my people. I'm going to steal from the white church. Mm-hmm. They actually arrested him.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he had a deposition, and they put the deposition on live. Yeah. And he was like, oh, well, I bought a Gucci belt, and I bought a Gucci chain, I bought this, and it wasn't about that. No, he ain't do his own peoples like that. Mm-hmm. He did the white peoples like that, and that's why he was in trial.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you something else I don't like about what they do. They attack our women so hard because they know the women are the power structure of the family and the head of most of these households today. So they hit them with the Jezebel stuff. They hit them. They Jezebel this, Jezebel that. And it attacks the women to make them feel like as if they are living in some big sin. But a Jezebel originally just comes from tricking of a man. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
But
Facts.
now they are added into, if you go watch Sinners, you a Jezebel. If you put on lipstick, you a Jezebel. If you put on a dress that ain't to the floor, you a Jezebel. There's too much. Like they are attacking them, trying to, and I don't like it because that's a low vibration teaching.
Now let's go to the root of the word Jezebel. Let's go to the root. Remember the emblem of America that's buried in the museum. Remember the emblem of America? She was a black lady.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that.
I remember
right?
it. I remember it.
Remember the code, the tax code of the Pope? They said the slavery of a child is through the mother. Remember that?
Exactly.
Now,
That's what you got to do first.
that's how they got to attack it. So
Get the
remember,
man out
child
there,
support.
attack the mother. There you go.
Child support is the same thing. It never ended from the 1500s to the 2025. You still got to attack the mother to take over the land. The man never had the land. Never. We would never have the land.
Exactly.
Why? Because we cannot birth children. So we got to understand that when you go over to Israel, you go over to Palestine, you go over to Arab countries, or they beat their women to death. Man, we don't care. But in America, we honor our women. Remember that.
They don't honor them nowhere else in the world.
Nowhere else in the world.
But
so if we in America, we're gonna be like, hey babe, hey, what you need, babe, hey babe, because that's what we did. That's what we did in history.
Still in us. Exactly.
And the court system had to fight that. No, nigga, don't tell your girl you gonna do something. No, we got your girl back, nigga. Not you. No, we got your girl back. Yeah. You don't tell that woman that you gonna invite her to a meal. You gonna love her. You don't do that. And then in return, your female's gonna fight you. Oh no, you need to make $1 million. You need to make this.
See, and then that's another powerful thing you see. You can look through these other religions and other cultures and show the treatment of a woman, and it automatically should tell you that this stuff is not right. You see what I'm saying? This is not. I got 14 wives and 14 different households, and like they're not God's chosen people teaching that, bro.
But you know what? You want something crazy? What you just said?
Yeah.
Our females would take another female to do a threesome, but we'll never take another nigga to do a threesome. So we was on that. But they took it a little more farther.
Yeah.
Remember, right now, you can take any female off of TikTok right now that's listening to us. If you be like, hey, babe, you know what? I got a girl. If you want to do a threesome, come on. Everybody gonna come on. The females that you think that would not do it, they would, because it's just human nature. It's human nature.
Gatty hell, y'all. Gatty hell.
That's it. It's human nature. But human nature will not take two men with one female, will it?
See, this is the thing about when you are nature's people, you understand that a woman nourishes. She nourishes human beings. She nourishes the children, the husband, the land, the house. A woman makes a house a home. She nourishes.
Facts.
She nourishes everything, right? So in these other cultures, they say she don't nourish nothing. The man nourishes everything. That's how I know these cultures are not built from the original teaching of our people, because women nurture things. Women make things grow, make things expand, make it better. Men help them to make it grow. So when I look at other cultures and all these men need the women to push them to be like this. That's backwards in the original teaching.
But okay, let's piggyback off what you just said.
Yeah.
Let's get a little deep. Can we get a little deep?
Come on.
All right. So you clearly said that your viewers and my viewers know. You said the other cultures, they are literally dependent on the man. And we are the only cultures that depend on a woman, right? All right. So let's break this down. Let's start right there. Right? So we start right there. So now let's just say you got your boo. Your boo right now. Your boo. You'll never tell another man that, hey, I got your back, bro. But if your girl got your back, what you gonna say? Hey, boo, nigga, I got you. Nigga, you got my back. Okay, no. Matter of fact, let's break this down. Hold on. I got a good example. Hold on.
Come on.
I got a good example. Boosie. No, not Boosie. What's his name? He was locked up.
Kevin Gates?
No, not Kevin Gates. What's his name? He a rapper. Oh, they said he changed because he lost weight and all that. What the hell his name is? It's on the tip of my tongue.
Bliss?
His wife made him $6 million.
Oh, Gucci Man.
Gucci.
Yeah.
Shouts out to the Gucci.
Yeah.
Shout. Boy, we having a deep conversation. Boy, hey, we need to have some tea. Do everybody got some tea? Let's get some tea. Well,
I think man, you need to get us like a podcast and talk subjects, man. It'll be
yeah, man. We need some tea right now. And whoever got some shots, whoever drinking, whoever smoking, come on, let's do it together. We all doing it. Hey, but any old way, Gucci Man.
Yeah.
So Gucci Man defied the odds.
Yeah, he is. So
Gucci Man actually said, hey, you know what? I'm about to get some money. Do you? He made more money unless he would have been broke between me and you, nigga. I'm begging for $1 donation, nigga. Gucci's chill.
He kept it going.
His girl helped him out, nigga. I'm begging for $1 donation, nigga.
He kept it going. See, spiritually, the right woman with the right love and guidance and push of the right man, a man can be great, right? Because the power of a woman's love and guidance and belief, if the right woman believes in you, you will be great. Because she will drive you to be great, right? But in other cultures, they just get it off the back of a woman. And then they just claim that they are just great on their own. See what I'm saying?
But why do they do their women's like that? I never understood that.
It's the male ego. It's the same.
And even in the Bible, look.
It's the same way. It's the same way with these different deities. They turned all the deities into male, right? And all the they took the big mama ideology out of the teaching. So now it's all like the male is the creator. He is the builder and all of that. They take Big Mama out of the equation. You take the Mother Earth, the Isis and all of that out of the equation. Like the Vatican just goes straight male influence. You see what I'm saying? But that's not the original teaching. They took the matriarch out of the teaching. Now you can lead by, like hunter-gatherers or eat the man God up.
Oh, no. Oh. You just said something. Hold on. The hunter-gatherers, right? No, you did. No, we're not going to skip past that. No, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it.
This man here crazy.
So you said the hunter-gatherers, right?
The hunter-gatherers. They eat it alive.
So you already know we've been lied to. So the hunter-gatherers were so-called Native Americans, right?
Yeah, and the other people. It's three different type of hunter-gatherers, though.
I'm listening. No, explain this.
Okay.
And I explain it. I explain it. You explain what's going on.
I'm going to explain it. In America, we have ancient human ancestors. In Africa, they have ancient monkey humanoid ancestors, right? So you got the Native American hunter-gatherer, you got the YT hunter-gatherer, and you have the African hunter-gatherer.
But what about us? What about us? You leaving us out?
We never was in that class because their ancestors are humanoids. Our ancestors are all human.
All right, okay.
See, look up Africanus bones. Africanus bones. Africanus bones are the ancestors of Africans. And it's a monkey and humanoid. They are not the ancestors of people from this side of the world. They're the ancestors from over there. So their evolution is way after ours, and they're not the original people of Earth. That's what makes us different. That's what makes them people show praise to our people, calling us Atlanteans and Hebrews, because we were way more advanced than them, because we was the first real 100% human being on the planet. They came way after us. With that other thing, like dude be showing that little African monkey head, talking about these the ancestors. That's not true at all. That's the ancestors of Africans. I can't hear you, Gatty. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. Yeah.
Where Europeans come from, man? We need to come together, bro, in one room. Where Europeans come from, bro?
They come from monkey humanoids.
I don't believe that.
That's where they come from.
You think so?
Yeah, monkey humanoids.
Seriously.
In Africa.
No, let's be serious.
And a lot of
why is the monkey still alive then? Why they ain't changed to them then?
See, it's two different type of people on this earth. See, we think everybody's the same. Not. Okay.
Shouts out to the hat. Shouts out to the hat. Shouts out to the hat.
Let me break it down. The ancestors in America that's why they call them the original people of the earth. God's earth people, earthborn people. Earthborn people are the people who built the mounds, or people who built the pyramids, or people who mapped out astrology and math and grew all the crops to feed everybody, right? Those are the earthborn. Those are 100% human beings. Later down the line, because see, those are the old world people, which are our ancestors. Now, later down the line, the earth creates this humanoid human species with a small brain. He's a hunter-gatherer. He don't know nothing about agriculture. He don't know nothing about astrology. He is just scavenging the earth, looking for something to eat, basically. And when I go back and do the research on it, and I find where their ancestors come from, it's a humanoid monkey called Australopithecus africanus. And these are the ancestors of...
Boy, you know them words, boy. You know them words.
And these are the ancestors of a lot of Africans and a lot of YT people on the Europe-Africa side. Look up the Africanus bones found in Africa. Those are the ancestors of Africa. They're not our ancestors, though. Our ancestors over here are full-blood, 100% humans. That's why our DNA is older than those bones. Like I showed the dude Albert Perry with the
right
2,000-year-old DNA. He's 100% human. Now, when I go look at Elon Musk, he really a humanoid.
And I believe you. I swear to God, bro. I believe you.
Elon Musk is a real African American.
And I believe you.
He's from South Africa. He don't have the same ancient DNA like we have, right? And those are the people we always fought in the world. Those are the people who are attacking us, taking over Egypt, Arabs, and all these people taking over these different places over there in Israel, Egypt. Those are the Africanus bloodline of people.
Okay. Since you said something about what's his name discovered America? What's his name?
Come on, Columbus. Yeah.
Look up right now. I'm about to reveal a secret that don't nobody know. Remember I told you, I'm always revealing secrets that don't nobody know. Your viewers about to know this. Look up that he got arrested. Did you know that? He got arrested.
He got arrested over here.
Nigga, look that up right now. In front of your viewers, he got arrested. The reason why he got arrested, because he used the Bible to get to North America. Look that up right now. In front of everybody. And everybody. Don't nobody know this. I'm revealing secrets today.
I'm saying.
Oh, my man. We know the truth.
Spain arrested him, or he got arrested on America?
Bro, just look up. He got arrested. And they took that nigga back in chains. He got arrested in chains. Don't nobody know this. I'm telling you, I'm speaking truth. He got and he was the mayor of the West Indies. Don't nobody know he was the mayor. I have the see. I pay for this. I actually paid money to get these records. I actually paid money to get these records.
He was arrested in 1500.
That's what I'm saying. I paid money to get these records.
And his brother Hispaniola, after receiving complaints about their governance. The arrest was a result of accusations of administrative misconduct and brutality towards both Spanish colonists and indigenous populations.
Hold on. Before you read.
Yeah.
Before you read.
Yeah.
Can I give you a hug?
Man.
Can I give you a hug? Can I give you a hug, man?
Drop the coin in the chat for Gatty.
Drop the coin.
Roll the coin for Gatty.
Drop the coin. Don't nobody know this. You only, this is explicit. Dave, we are the truth. Don't nobody know this. And let me tell you. And let me tell you a truth. Let me tell you another truth.
All right, give me one more.
He had used the Bible to get to North America.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that. Yeah. He had Egypt Hebrew interpreter, which was English. Not the Hebrew that we speak today. It's the English that we speak today that they didn't know. Because remember, English is what we speak. They were speaking a different language. So when they came over here, they had to speak English.
We made them speak English.
Yeah. Oh, we made them bow down.
You said English was the original language. That's what you said.
There we go. All right. So let me prove it to you. If English was not the original language, let me prove something to you. Can I prove it to you?
Come on, listen.
How do you have a whole earth speak English? It would take 1,700 years for everybody to speak English. Now, let me give you another secret. How many years did the whole earth will speak Spanish?
I don't know.
I did. So they had to speak English. That was the interpreter that he brought to North America. They had to learn English.
So the people that he brought to interact with the indigenous people was translated with the indigenous people in English.
Oh no. No. Let's get a little deeper. Matter of fact, let me prove to you even more. Squanto. You know Squanto, right?
Squanto, yeah.
Look up Squanto was speaking English to the first people that set foot on North America. Look that up.
Yeah, I read about that. Yeah, I read about
that. So English is the oldest language on earth, but it's not called English. It's not called English. We call it English, but it's not. It's Semitic language.
Yeah. They named it English.
There you go.
They switched it to English.
There you go. Let's get a little deep. Come on now. You want to get a little deep? Let's get a little deeper.
Come on, I'm listening. Come on.
Let's get a little deeper. Right. Bro, we're going to get so deep today. Your viewers going to get, man, we're going to go deep. Let's go deeper. Man, let's go deeper. We're going to go deep. Let's go deep.
Was a translator, but what was he translating, though? That's what I'm saying.
He was translating. Remember, look, right now, think about it. If me and you right now go down south, do you think we understand what the hell they saying? Nope. Do you think we can use the word YNs? YNs means the language that we just made today. Do you think we can go down to South Carolina and they speak what they speak, or we think we can go towards Texas, we speak what they speak? It's different countries. Different countries means different language.
So it was a lot of different languages on the land. That's what you're saying, different areas.
But it's still, we still speaking the same language.
It still was based in some type of.
Yeah. That's it. That's it. Now watch this. Now watch this.
I know.
Now watch this. How? What you say?
Yeah, I know for a fact that it all started with the paleo style, pictograph style writing. Now,
no.
Now the language is hard to decipher that.
You call it paleo. Let's prove something right now to your viewers. Yeah. Look up the Phoenicians are the ancestors to the English language. Look that up. Right now.
The Phoenicians are the ancestors to the English language?
Yep. The Phoenicians are the ancestors to the English language. Not the Hebrew, not the Jewish, not the Africans, not nobody on earth. It's us. It's us. Let's get a little deep. We gonna get a little deep? Man, get your bunks ready. Get your smoke ready. Get everything ready, bro. You have a good time. Let's have a good time, man.
Okay. So the Phoenicians are considered to have a significant influence on the development of the alphabet and writing system that are the foundation of the English language. See, I know that.
Wait.
I know that.
Wait.
This the part of the game that when it get deep. Now
we getting deep.
Phoenicians got that from other mound building cultures going back, right?
We getting deep, right? We getting deep.
Now it do make sense. It makes sense because the Phoenicians are descendants of mound builders.
Wait. Come on, man. Get them gifts up. We need some gifts. Get them gifts up, man. Get them gifts up, man. We doing gifts today. Get them gifts up, man. We need gifts.
Now, what people don't understand is the Phoenician, the Hebrew, the Israelite, the Egyptian, Sumerian, all of that come from a mound building culture from America. So if they have languages that actually turned into English, see, we gotta just use common knowledge at this point. The ancestors had to create that. They created it. It had to come from a solid source, and I always say the source is the Mississippi River. So it make a lot of sense what you're saying. It make a lot of sense. You hear what I said?
No. But stop there. Let's get a little more deeper. Let's hurt them. Can we hurt them? Can we hurt them for the one time? Just for the one time.
Yeah.
Can we hurt them? And I'm gonna be quiet forever. Well, not forever, but for this post. Let's hurt them right now. Look up the Egyptian build mounds. Look that up.
You know, I teach that every day.
But watch this. Now look up.
The first pharaoh built in mounds. Fact.
You know what? Can I give you a hug?
you now Gatty. Now you know when it comes to the mounds, I'm on top of that now.
I want to give you a hug, man. Let's give you a hug. Hey, chat, give him a hug for the one time. Type in the corn. We all need to give him a hug.
This is our culture.
Type in the corn.
Is our culture. Mound building is all our culture. It's our people's culture. It's nobody else's culture. So when you see a mound, I don't care where you see it at, our people put it there. It could be in England, America, Egypt, Samaria, it don't matter. That is a culture. That's an ancient culture that is a culture so old, we were the only people building mounds back in the old time.
Hey, but I got another secret. Can I tell you another secret? That I ain't even posted yet. I haven't even posted yet.
Come on.
Your viewers is getting a screenshot of what. Do you know the secret behind the 1964 Civil Rights Bill?
To my Martin Luther King bill?
Yup. Do you know the secret? I'm about to do it.
It's the Indian. It's civil rights, and it's also the Indian civil rights. Gatty, you know you talking to me now. You know I don't play like that. You know I know that. I'm on top of that. That's deep because people don't understand it was an Indian Civil Rights Act and also a Civil Rights Act for melanated people. But at the same time, Martin Luther King put it in there because he couldn't put it all together because the powers that be weren't gonna let him just sit there and say melanated people are Indians. So he
But
put it
what
together.
led to his funeral, though? I have the documents. What led to his funeral?
Yeah.
What led to his funeral? Remember and I ain't posted yet. I'm just speaking out of context because me and you doing what we doing. Remember the law, it was the 191 court case where the Americas did not own 1,000,000 miles. Remember that?
Yeah.
I have the real documents that involve the 19 what is the 64 case that's involved that Dr. Martin Luther King was the mound builders. I have that court case why they killed him. I have that court case.
Whoa.
Yeah, I have that court case that the 1964 Civil Rights Bill.
So people can understand what you're saying. You got paperwork saying that Martin Luther King bloodline come from the mound builders.
And I have it right now involved in the court case. I have it. No doubt. And I have it. No doubt.
Now let's talk about this. Now let me ask you some questions. Now, did Martin Luther King stumble upon, he started off with the Christian church, did he stumble upon that he was indigenous to the land?
No.
Hold on. Did he try to transition the knowledge over? And then
this what happened. I'm telling you what happened.
Yeah.
He linked up with listen to what I'm saying. He linked up with Malcolm X. Remember Malcolm X was saying we was indigenous, we was aborigines?
Yeah.
I have them documents too.
They started talking about it later in their career.
Now remember, now Malcolm X got away from Elijah Muhammad.
Yeah.
Right. Remember, Dr. Martin Luther King got away from the Jews and the pastors.
Yeah.
They both was stuck in the corner.
Yeah.
Remember, he said, hey, I integrated my peoples in the burning house. And remember, Malcolm X said that me and you are aborigines. I have both documents that clarify what's going on.
Malcolm X done a speech saying that. He done a speech.
Now after the speech,
I'm saying, I just want people to understand what we're talking about. You saying that they found out the truth and they had led their people the wrong way and then it bothered them. So they started trying to redo it. And then that's when the powers that be get rid of it.
Bingo. Okay. Bingo. But not only that, we got to go back farther. Remember Noble Drew Ali?
Yeah.
He had something to do with the 5 civilized tribes because he bankrupted America. Remember 1933? The Jewish came peoples and they did the whole dollar. And if you know the Jews actually own the what's the money supply?
Like the currency, like the banking system.
Yeah. They actually, this is why America's so in bed with them. Have you ever asked yourself why America? We need to do a Israel. If that wasn't Israel, we need to create an Israel. Nigga, that was the thing. So now but it got something to do farther. It got something to do with more peoples. Not
Yeah.
just only.
And then it's all over the world. It's not just here. It's
And
all
I'm getting
over
to that. I'm getting to that. Remember Saddam Hussein?
Yeah, Saddam Hussein. Yeah.
He was involved in it,
Yeah.
right? When they hung him, look up. They hung Saddam Hussein.
Yeah. Saddam
Now,
Hussein, was he trying to back the banking system up with gold? He said it was gold.
there you go. Yeah, that's when they found Saddam Hussein. Yeah, but not only that. Remember when they killed Dr. Martin Luther King and they killed some African leader over in Africa, right? The same day. The same day. All this the same day. They killed everybody the same. I'm telling you, this is why the 14th Amendment is illegal. Because what they did, then they did the crimes against humanity. This is why the Jewish peoples are telling us, don't talk about us, don't talk about us. And then they training American police to kill us. Look that up.
Oh, yeah.
Look that up.
Yeah. I did a live about that yesterday.
Yeah. They train
our people.
Man, it's deeper than you. But anyway, let's get back to
your footnote on it.
What you saying?
See, our people think it's more about racism, but it's not.
It's not. It's not about racism.
It's about control of the indigenous people of the land.
That's it.
That's what it is about. Then they become racist on the back end. But
now let me show you. It's about control. Listen, let me show you. It's about control of the indigenous peoples in North America.
Exactly.
Did you know the new pope? He all called black.
Yeah, I heard they call him. Yeah, the new one.
Why would you use the term black? Why? Why? Explain to us.
What people don't understand about the Vatican is they make so much money off of America. That's what keeps them afloat.
That's it.
At this point in the Vatican's history, they have to put somebody from America over there because he understands the land that brings in the most money. This is y'all know how mob movies go, right? He's a big earner. They're looking for the big earner. You know how the mob say, we're gonna make him a capo because he's a big earner. Wait,
chat. Hit the live, man. Hit the likes. Get the likes up. Get the likes up.
That Cardinal that they got from America is a big earner in Chicago, in New Orleans, and this guy bring in the bucks. So he a cash cow. He is a equivalent to the mob. He is a big earner. He's a capo. He's a don. So you bring him in because he understands where the money. They're transitioning out of Europe. Europe ain't making no money like they make it over here. So
let's piggyback off what you just said. Let's piggyback off of what you just said. If you can, let's show our viewers. Yeah. Hey, chat, hit the like. But let's just go in reverse. Washington D.C. was called Rome, Maryland. Can you bring that up?
Yeah, that's a fact.
All right, so Rome still owned the indigenous people's land. Yeah. This is why he picked. The last go-to was to pick Rome in North America. Like, oh shit, this is the last prophecy.
Let me give you something. Let me give you some deep shit. Okay. Queen Elizabeth lives on the Cornwall. That is ancient land in England with mounds and ancient corn and all that stuff used to be over there, right?
Right.
She discovered that she discovered where those people came from who built that ancient culture that they live on in England. And
right.
And guess what she did? Went right about the land that the ancient, where all the knowledge came from. The Mississippi Delta. Look it up. Queen of England.
No. Let's piggyback off what you just said. Hey, chat, you learned something new today. Look, I just exposed what he just said.
They know where the knowledge come from.
I'm piggyback off what he just said. The forefathers was the original name of the Niles Delta and the Mississippi River. What he just said that the ancient Egyptians called the Mississippi River, it's called the forefathers, and the Mississippi Delta. Come on, chat. We're speaking real today. We getting deep. Let's get deep today.
Now, y'all think it's a joke? The Queen Elizabeth owned the Delta, Pine Land in Mississippi. She owned most of the Delta. Once they figured out where that bloodline of the knowledgeable old world people came from, she went right over there and bought the whole Delta.
But she don't own it. She don't own it though.
Now she wanted it back then. She sold it now. Well, before she.
Oh yeah, but she had no choice because we still own it.
But see,
she had no choice.
But see, you got to understand how these people's psyche, Gatty. Their psyche is okay. Once we figure out where that knowledge comes from, where the beginning of the knowledge comes from, when I buy all the land, what can I go over there and do?
Facts. Real talk.
I can go over there and break the code of the earth with the knowledge because these are the first people with their knowledge in these mounds in the Delta. And then secondly, this is the most productive agriculture land on the face of the earth. Now I can make millions off the land, off agriculture, and I can go in the mounds and pull out all of the ancient knowledge that we are missing on this side of the world because we know it came from the Mississippi Delta. There you go right there.
Facts.
They pulled all the artifacts out of the mounds.
Facts.
They pulled all the artifacts out of the mound, took them back over there to England. And they know exactly where the knowledge comes from.
But but let me bring you back to the land.
Yeah.
Hey, chat, y'all listening? Chat, y'all listening? The word Bible Belt was attached to us.
Yeah, the black belt. That's what it really is.
Oh, okay. All right, chat. Okay, chat. Hey, hit the lights. Roll the corn.
People don't understand that the black belt in the southeast of America is the most fertile land on the face of the earth. That's the first.
But not only that.
That's the first
not only that. Let me expose another secret. Remember the word Kemet transferred to the black land. Remember
black
that?
Soil.
Black soil.
Yeah.
We are the only one that called the black soil of what you was just saying. Yeah. That's called the Delta, Mississippi.
Yeah.
Was transferred before any language was corrupted. Yeah. It was actually called Kemet. Yeah. Kemet means black soil of the land. And anybody can look this up. Matter of fact, chat, look this up right now. No, we're not even gonna stop chat. We're not even gonna stop chat. The chat, look this up. We're telling everybody to look this up. Chat, look this up.
You want me to break it down?
Man, break it down.
All right, here you go, bro.
Well, we want the chat to look it up too. We want everybody to know we're not lying. Chat, look it up.
The black belt is the most fertile land from Louisiana all the way across the southeast of America, right? That is the first Kemet. That is Egypt is not the first Kemet. Somebody had to do that, transform these lands with delta marshes into the most fertile soil on the face of the earth. Somebody had to learn it in one place first. And the Mississippi River is the place where they learned it first, right? So you have the black sand, the black soil. They call it the black belt. Most melanated people in America come from the black belt people. That's why your grandmama from Mississippi and Louisiana and Alabama and Georgia. Most our ancestors in America come from the southeast, which is the black belt, which is Kemet, right? Now, when that knowledge goes around the world, they build other rivers to mirror the Mississippi. That's where you get the black Kemet of the Nile, Kemet of Mesopotamia. That's where you get Mizraim, the red soil of the Nile. The oldest red soil on the face of the earth, red clay, is in Mississippi, people. All the things they were talking about are right there in this black belt area. Mizraim, the red soil, Kemet, the black soil. I mean the red clay, Kemet, the black soil. Delta marshes of building mounds and pyramids along the riverfront. It started in Mississippi first. They done it in Egypt. They done it on the Euphrates and Tigris River. So what we got to understand is which culture is older building up these rivers with putting agriculture soil of an irrigation style in these places. The Mississippi River is older because now we go to the mounds in Louisiana and Mississippi that are 11,000 years old. They are older than Egypt. They are older than Samaria. So therefore, that teaching and that irrigation style and that life, that way they lived, which became Hebrew, started in the Mississippi, on the Mississippi River. So now when they get over there to that side of the world, they call them Hebrew, the people who are passing through, the people who taught us the knowledge of agriculture and structure building. And now they turned every place that that bloodline of people stopped it in the Middle East and Africa into religious places. Mounds in Jerusalem, mounds in Israel, mounds in the Euphrates River. The first pharaohs and kings of Cush were buried in mounds. Now they're talking about some type of Atlantean teaching of people coming from somewhere, which they want to make them aliens, but they're not aliens. They are people from Tamari who are way thousands or more years advanced than Egypt. So that's where that comes from. Mizraim, red clay. Mississippi got the most red clay. The first black soil, Kemet, southeast of America. The first burials with all of your tools and agriculture tools found in America. Every different stone that comes out of the ground that they made different things for these ancestors. The Mississippi has matched the Egyptians and the Cushites perfectly with the artifacts. Red jasper, mica, steatite, hematite, copper. All these things made from these people got mica mirrors found in the mounds. Mica mirrors. Egyptians got mica mirrors.
Can I piggyback off you one time with the mounds?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just one time for the one time.
Go ahead.
Hey, chat, listen very closely. Hey, chat, everybody listen very closely. So, okay, so if you ever want to understand about World War I, World War II, they tried to tell a lie that our ancestors was found or buried in mounds during World War I, World War II, but our ancestors was there 1,000 years before the Native Americans. And when the war happened, they dug our ancestors up, took them to the so-called Eastern Hemisphere as mummies, but then they betrayed us and said, oh, well, during World War II, we buried them in Indian mounds. Really? Really? That's the lie you came up with. Yeah. Out of all this earth, you want to tell me that you buried our ancestors in Indian mounds during World War I, World War II? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Let me break that down.
Get the fuck out of here.
Let me break the Civil Wars down. The Civil Wars is a made up war.
No, wait. Can you look up that our ancestors was buried in mounds? Can you look that up and then piggyback off to that? Because
our ancestors buried in mounds.
Yes, look it up. They say
I've been screaming forever.
No, listen.
I see what you're saying. You saying they took all of them out, took them to Egypt, and act like they came from Egypt.
No. That's what I'm saying at the end part. But the beginning part is they said that they during World War I, World War II, they buried our ancestors in Indian mounds. That's what I'm focusing on.
They said they buried our ancestors in Indian mounds.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm not lying. If I'm lying, I'm flying.
That's a lie.
If I'm lying, I'm flying.
I'm saying they said they lying. We was already in there.
I'm telling you, that's what they said. That's
Okay,
what they said.
okay. The Civil War is to cover up indigenous culture in America. Every place where we had massive mounds with ancestors buried, they put Union and Confederate statues on top of these places. Lincoln Lincoln Burial, Vicksburg, Mississippi, Gettysburg, Yellowstone. All these places had massive mounds with people buried in places, right? So they go out there, they knock the mound down, act like they fought a war right there, and put Ulysses S. Grant and Andrew Jackson on top of your mound, and you got all this.
No. They said
They are fake war.
specifically
They fake
our
war heroes.
they said specifically our ancestors that with the Egyptians. With our ancestors, we buried them. I swear to bro, look this up.
You saying the
This is
Egyptians?
knowledge.
Say that. I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Say it again.
I swear to God, bro, look this up. They saying during World War One. Now remember, all the presidents was dead. Why would you say during World War One, World War Two that we specifically buried black indigenous peoples in these mounds? No, nigga, we've been buried dead since 1900 years. What?
Oh, okay. You saying the armies of World War I said they buried our people in mounds.
Yeah, out of all this
yeah.
land, you just gonna bury us there.
It's a war hero story, bro. It's all the war hero thing is just a made up story to act like.
That's what I'm trying to get your viewers to see that the last lie. This is the last lie. It's called the last lie. The last lie means that what can we do to tell these Native Americans they wasn't buried here? They wasn't. But what was the last lie? The last lie was World War One, and we buried black peoples in these mounds.
Yeah, that's a lie. That's a lie.
And that's what I'm saying. Oh, that'll do it. Maybe they'll believe us.
That's why I always aim to teach our people that we are the mound culture. See, they taught us that we are not the mound culture. They tried to break that out of us and make us think it was some type of Native American.
Why would you bury peoples that so-called black peoples Pacific? And they use the word specifically. I swear to God. Look this up. They use the word specifically us. Why would you bury? And we came from Africa. If we came from Africa, why would you bury Africans in these mounds?
Exactly.
Why?
It's all a lie. It's all a lie. It's a lie. Roll the corn. Y'all shout out Gatty, man. Shout out Gatty. Shout out Gatty. Roll the corn. Yeah, I'm letting a couple more people get up here. They owe me now.
Man, we're exposing secrets today. I got a million of them. Let's keep going. Well, I can keep going for about 5 hours, bro. Let's keep going, nigga. Whatever secrets we going, nigga. Long as you, man, donate to the Cash App, man. We expose the secrets, and you can look this up. See, this is a good thing about it. You could actually look this up. No, we not lying. That's what I love about this, because we not lying.
It's some type of receipts we can pull up to show that what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things, some stuff speculative, but at the same time, we gotta research all this stuff. We got to go through it. We got to break it down. That's the only way we're gonna get to the bottom of it. So,
but listen though, look, what I say right now. Somebody can go on their phone and they can Google this. So it's not like they gotta wonder, right? Yeah. It's not like they gotta wonder. So shouts out to the Cash App, man. Come on, man. Donate these, man. They ain't gotta wonder. You know how somebody gotta wonder when they listen to us? Everything I'm saying, they can listen, right? They'll say have two phones. Have two phones.
You can research it.
That's what I'm saying. Anytime you hear Gatty, have two phones, man. Have two phones. Everything what I say.
This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. I got about 30 more minutes. This is what we're gonna do. You shoot me a question about some information you saw from me, and I'm gonna shoot a question to you that I saw from your video. Now let's go. You go first.
Oh shit! Damn.
That we want to break down. Cause I saw
Okay.
the videos you got.
All right.
I'm asking you
All
a
right.
question.
Okay.
Let's do
Okay.
it.
Well,
Come on.
I can't do it now off the back, but let's shoot it. Let's shoot it.
Let's
Okay.
just shoot. It could be anything. Anything you just remember from the past.
From the past. From the past, right?
Old videos, anything you saw that brought some knowledge your way that you were like, damn.
Man,
A couple of them.
you just man. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So remember when your video you was talking about the snakes, and this was like an old video. I think it
Yeah.
was Mississippi, and then he
Yeah.
was talking about the snakes and the Mississippi mounds. I think it was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but it was like the snakes, and I didn't hit
Double-headed
it.
serpent. Double-headed serpent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Explain that, and then I'm gonna
Okay.
piggyback off of you.
Okay. The double-headed serpent is a representation of the earth and the underworld, right? So we have the double-headed serpent in Egypt. We have the double-headed serpent in the Mayans and the Olmecs and all of that. So I just wanted to show people when I went to the mounds in Mississippi that they have the double-headed serpent symbolism right on top of the mound marker. You see that? Double-headed serpent. Now in Egypt, it means the same thing as the Mississippian culture. Representation of earth and the underworld. The Mayans, same meaning. Olmec, same meaning. So this is a connection between the double-headed serpent with Egyptian and Olmec and Mayan culture. And it's showing that it's a one people of a one belief going through time and different eras with the same teaching. And that's why I wanted to show people the double-headed serpent on the Mississippian, which is older than the one in Egypt.
Now I feel it's unfair because I don't know how to do what you had to do on live because I can't bring up the pictures, so I feel it's
Oh, come on.
unfair. I feel it's unfair,
You can go to the go hit your camera, then hit
bro. I don't know. I try all of that. Yeah, I think it's unfair. I
we
swear
will
to God, bro. I
put it
think it's
together
unfair.
another day. We'll put it together another day. But just all you got, just let's talk about it. We understand. We can break it down from there.
Okay, so piggyback off of what you want to know.
Okay. I saw a video you done about it was an old video too. It's stuff crazy. It was about the connection between it was a president you was talking about. Man, which president
Take
was
your
that?
time. Take your time. We ain't in a rush. Take your time. We ain't in a rush. We ain't in a rush, bro. We ain't in a rush for nobody.
Okay.
It's me and you. It's me
Okay.
and you. We ain't in a rush.
You talked about let's go back to the Martin Luther King thing. That was a good thing too. You talked about that Martin Luther King had found out that it was indigenous to the land, and the paperwork of the '64 Civil Rights Act was what that was he was trying to do with the Civil Rights Act, right?
Okay.
And what is your connection with Martin Luther King and Indians?
Okay. So doing my research, I figured out that it was 3 peoples involved in his death. Literally.
Jesse Jackson.
No, listen very deeply. He was only one of the co-conspirators. He was only one. Now,
What about
I have a
African?
video. I have a video of the pastors admitting that they killed him.
Reverend Abernathy.
Yeah, okay, all right,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
chat, did you hear that? Chat, I had the video. Chat,
I watched that video. I
no,
watched
tap
that
the
video.
coin. Wait, no, tap the coin if you hear what he just said. Tap the coin if you hear what he just said. So we start with the pastors already. Okay,
Yeah.
so the pastors already out. We understand they had something to do with it.
Yeah.
All right, then the Jewish peoples, they funded it. And why did they fund it?
Because he was turning and finna tell the truth.
Nope. They funded it because of America did not have treaty rights to come across past Washington, D.C. They are a colony. Remember that. They have no power. They have no power. So how do you come across Washington, D.C. without coming across Washington, D.C.?
It's deep.
I did. So who funded it?
Who funded the movement? You say who funded the other language?
It was the Jews.
Yeah.
For the Europeans, because remember, Washington D.C. they are immigrants. They cannot come across Washington D.C. They had to figure out a way to take the land back from court case 181 in Washington D.C. In
So you saying they ain't got no jurisdiction outside of DC because that's independent?
there you go. So the Jewish peoples funded the whole civil rights movement. And when Dr. Martin Luther King realized that the Jewish peoples was working for Washington, D.C., and Washington, D.C. had to have a treaty of the 1964 Civil Rights Act, he figured out years later, after the 1968 Civil Rights Act, that it wasn't about civil rights. It was about a treaty. This is where you get the 14th Amendment court system.
Okay.
Remember? It wasn't no such thing as the 14th Amendment court system.
So let me break it down.
It was no court system.
Let me break it down to the people.
Remember that.
What you saying is Martin Luther King found out that the Civil Rights Act was funded from Jews that's hooked up to the corporation.
Bingo.
Okay.
Bingo.
So that's why.
And what happened? He realized. Huh?
That's why he was saying he led his people into a burning house.
There you. Oh, there you go.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Now, it go back, but remember, there are key players in this. Remember, there are key players that we don't realize that's in this. Remember, Noble Drew Ali, he have put the land in trust. Remember the L Bay, and this, and Bay, this. Remember that?
Yeah, Washington and all of that type of stuff.
Yeah. Now we coming to the 5 civilized tribes. So now all this is coming to play.
Yeah.
Now, when you read them documents, remember the government do not own 1,000,000 miles.
Yeah, they don't own the mounds land.
No, 1,000,000 miles. Remember that.
Yeah,
they do not own 1,000,000 miles. I didn't. So what they tried to do is do the white tribes. Remember the white 5 civilized tribes and the so-called this and the so. It didn't work. Right? It didn't work. It didn't work. So what they had to do is go back to the drawing board. They say, you know what? How do we gain jurisdiction over these peoples? We can't do it with the 5 civilized tribes. Cool. Okay. That didn't work. Okay, we're just gonna leave them there just to say to the 5 civilized tribes, whatever. Okay, we're gonna leave them there. All right, so they got them on the back burner. Remember, they got them on the back burner in case they need them as a go-to card.
So it was all leading up, trying to figure out a way to get treaties signed. To get these
there you go.
Now that's when I came in with the part about. Now let me jump on the back of what you're saying. That's when they culturally assimilated the French daddy and the half Native American mama of Greenwood LaFleur.
There you go. They tried everything that worked. There you go.
In the Trail of Tears.
There you go. They tried everything that worked.
You know, I got a document showing that Greenwood LaFleur's daddy was an agent, right?
Right.
The Indian chief of the Choctaw. I got a document showing that he was an agent of the government. Coming to
But none of
consolidate
that, listen,
the Native
none of
Americans.
that did not work. None of that shit did not work with the world court. Because remember, you have a world court.
You
You
talking about the
have
United?
like,
You talking about the United Kingdom, United Nations?
no, it's called the world court.
Yeah.
That the land is in trust already from Noble to Drew Ali. None of that shit do not work. So what will work?
So
Let's
nothing
call them
can't nothing
African.
can't trump it. Nothing can't trump it. That's what you're saying.
That's why they came with the word African American. They had Jesse Jackson.
Yeah.
That's what they thought would work, and it still did not work.
Yeah.
They tried everything that did not work. So now, what works? Let's kill them off. Let's hire the police, Israel. And then let's focus on another country. That we killing them, but we killing y'all off too. Let's put some guns in the community. Let's do this, and let's do the COVID-19, and let's kill off you too. We gonna kill off. Man, the COVID-19 was, bro. They was trying to, man, look, crimes against humanity.
Yeah. I'm trying to find out anything about. He was an agent. I'm gonna tell y'all what's so interesting about this information. These people had agents in the 1800s. People, we talk about agents today. These people had agents that they were sending to go have babies with people that live in these areas where they want to take the land, and then that end up being the father of Choctaw and Chickasaw
But that didn't. Let
Native
me tell you something.
Americans.
That didn't work no more. Listen,
Y'all
that
just
didn't.
saying, but that's what they tried to do. But it worked in the sense of it got our people off of the land where they can profit the land. Really, they wanted. I know what you saying. You saying they wanted all for themselves and can't nobody never come back and do nothing about it.
No. What I'm saying is it didn't work, and then let me tell you why it didn't work.
It worked on the sense of them getting the land that they wanted for that amount of time. It worked for
It
them.
don't matter how much land they got.
But they profited off of it.
Yeah. Okay. They
This
profit.
is what they want. They want to eat first, then they're gonna come back and try to take the blood rights.
But let me tell you something. It didn't work. Let me tell you something. Why it didn't work. Jesse Jackson was the last prey to them. They was the last god, right? The last god was to call us African American. That was like the last god that bought them time.
Yeah.
That bought them time. Now, think about it, right?
I don't work now.
Israel, the world court say, no, you don't own that land. Remember Washington, D.C., the people's getting arrested right now in the world courts. Crime against humanity. Like, everybody getting arrested that we don't know is happening right now. We just so dumb enough to make poverty look good. Because remember, we are the only culture to make poverty look good.
Yeah, exactly.
And imagine you going to Africa, right? And they beating them niggas, cutting off their hands, and them motherfuckers still partying. They still partying. Hey. And you go over to Africa, you be like, hey, man, I'm in Africa. No, it's reversed. They doing it in America. America's the only place where you can kill somebody as a police. You can do all of this, and immigrants say, I hate you. Hey, we made poverty look good. So now we woken up and we don't want to make poverty look good no more. Nope. This is where all the tariffs coming in. Tariffs was actually other countries to say, put them to sleep. If you can't put them to sleep, we don't believe in you. If we don't believe in you, forget you. This is where the tariffs come in at. Tariffs is actually putting us to sleep. If we're not going to go to sleep, the other countries not going to invest their money.
Yeah.
This is secret behind tariffs.
Now, the part we were just talking about, see, they needed, like you say, back in those days, them people needed funding. Without funding, they cannot pull off this grand scheme of acting like they run the land, right? Without funding, because you got to put your armies together. You got to get your things like this together to protect what we are trying to steal, right? That's why them moving our people out of there into Oklahoma and the Indian Removal Act and the Trail of Tears is so powerful. This is when they become wealthy, right? Their transition with them getting on our land and selling our crops back overseas made them wealthy enough for them to build armies and buy helicopters and buy bombing planes and see that is the one of the most powerful things in history that we have to put a spotlight on, the Indian Removal Act. This is $1 billion worth of crop fields. That is the biggest transition of wealth in world history, not American history, world history, right? We went from being the richest melanated people on the face of the earth to the poorest melanated people on the face of the earth overnight. This is when they gain enough of the monetary value to do what they want to do against us, because they didn't have the monetary to do it at first. They were just speculating it. But by them culturally assimilating Native Americans, having French and Native babies, then you go back and sign the land over to the government and run all the melanated people off the land by culturally assimilating it. This is when they get wealthy enough to feed their army. We don't know that in the South, when they pushed us off of these lands, they fed their armies off their land. They fed their clansmen off this land. They fed the policemen, the slave patrol off this land. This is the transition in America to where the power structure and the wealth changed. It put our people in 400 years of being, like you say, poor folks, because those agriculture fields in the Black Belt produce $1 billion worth of agriculture still to this day, a year. So I just want people to understand that that's the time when they really now they ready to die for it, because now they got rich off of it. They became the promised land for them.
Good you said that. Good you said they ready to die for it, right?
They ready to die for it, because they poor in their country, they rich over here.
Let me tell you something.
Fight.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Mm-hmm. You said they're ready to die for it. Let me tell you, you're right.
Yeah.
But they're not ready to die for it. Let me tell you why they're ready not to die for it.
Yes, they are.
What? I beg to differ.
Underestimate
I beg to differ.
Barbarians. Okay, my grandma used to always tell me this, Gatty, and I want you to remember this.
Okay.
Remember this slogan right here. And I never understood until I got older what she meant.
Okay.
A pig likes it in the mud. A pig smiles while he rolls around in the mud. You ain't gonna like it down there because you ain't no pig. Let's say you and the pig roll in the mud, he's smiling because this is his environment. This is what he like to do. You don't like to do that because you ain't no pig. You like, man, why the hell I'm down here in the mud with this dirty ass pig? They are war beings. They can't do nothing. They listen to me. I'm telling you you know this too. Throughout history, those people are war or violent people.
Now I ain't brushed my teeth today. Well, not yet. I ain't brushed my teeth. I ain't brushed my teeth yet.
They ready for that.
Listen.
That's what they are gearing up for, because they know one day.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Now, I don't think it's in their bloodline of war.
That's why they building them bunkers. Remember the post? They building them bunkers.
Yeah.
I ain't did. So you're right.
Yeah. That's what the army for. The army is not to fight other countries. The army is to keep the indigenous people in line on the land.
Thank you. Thank you. We still prisoners of war.
We are prisoners of war. If we are
Thank
paying,
you.
if we are paying taxes on our own land, we automatically prisoners of war. If we are, if my grandma got land took and I never got it back, and they profited off of it, yes, we are prisoners of war.
But think about it like this.
We are still living under
Think
a
about it like
code
this, right?
of they laws.
Why do our grandmamas and great grandmamas never pay taxes? They own the land outright. But me and you, we owe taxes. Explain that. Prisoners of war.
Taxes started when they established states. That's how
Prisoners of war.
But see, that's how they took the land in the first place. 90% of it through taxes, like I showed you earlier. When a state becomes a state, that's when the corporation controls the area as if its laws are.
But we was already states before.
Yeah, we were, but I'm talking about colonial states. We wasn't colonial.
Yeah, true.
Colonial states come with taxes, counties, jurisdictions.
No, I think it was the counties because we never had counties. We never had counties.
We had none of it.
We had states though, but we never had counties.
From their culture. See, when you separate things in the county, that's European ideology. Now you give some type of man of European descent jurisdiction over that county, and he makes money off of that county. They are just passing out different land for different men to get rich off of certain areas.
So is this what the flag was in court with the yellow fringe?
Kinda.
That's what I'm thinking.
Kinda.
Because we never had it.
See,
I'm thinking.
To understand what's going on over here, you have to understand Europe. Europe separated their land into counties and states and countries and different taxes and different tariffs and different things. And then when they brought that ideology over here, they done the same thing. You tax prisoners of war. You put prisoners of war in jail. You get free labor from them. Free labor is not a slavery thing, people. Free labor been going on way before them people got to America. Free labor is a take over indigenous people's land thing. You take over the indigenous people and you make them perform free labor. You speak on so many great points, boy. I almost want to give you a hug. See, because we always
think about what you just said.
They try to make us
think about what you just said.
In a slavery.
You just said something
about slavery.
No, you just said something very educational.
Yeah.
Think about a homeless person on American soil. Is he a prisoner of war or is he homeless? Think about a melanated person locked up in jail.
Mm-hmm.
He a prisoner of war. We gotta feed you.
He a prisoner of war, for sure.
We gotta feed you. We're not gonna feed no prisoners of not war and you homeless on your own land.
But see, this the difference. See, we think jail are feeding people. Jail not feeding nobody.
No, they are prisoners of war.
Yeah.
Now remember,
what the jail eats comes out of a crop field on another jail that they ship to another jail. ain't no taxpayer paying for their slop. That food.
Prisoners of war.
Prisoners of war. You ever, like I said yesterday, you ever watch Life? The movie Life?
Yeah.
You heard when they told Claude and him when they first got on there, they said, "You gonna grow what you eat?"
Oh yeah.
See, southern jails ship food and agriculture food up to northern jails and feed them. All the jail system is all in cahoots. They try to teach you that taxpayers are paying for them to eat, but that's a lie.
We have to keep in mind. What's a prisoner of war. We have to keep in mind. Remember, a war or a prisoner of a war are locked them in jail. We got to feed you. That's what we have to understand. We don't have to feed homeless people because they're not prisoners of war.
Homeless people prisoners of war too.
No, they're not.
When the police
When
the police pull up, when the police pull up, you got to still get accounted for.
They still in war.
Police can steal.
They still in war, but they're not prisoners of war. Remember, they still in war, but they're not prisoners of war.
But see, that's the same thing.
They are war combatants.
Me and you free right now.
But we are
But we
war
gotta
combatants
we gotta
if we
feed
meet them.
ourselves through a system still.
Well, okay. You know what?
The only way we are not prisoners of war is we are 100% self-sufficient.
Okay, I give you that. I give you that. I give you that. You're
Now,
right. You're
we
right.
spending money with McDonald's. We spending money at the gas station with the A-Rab. We spending money. We buying gas from them people. Oil. We paying the light bill. We paying taxes on our land that we never paid taxes on. They get you some type of way. Now, if we
Okay. So what do you call it? Soft prisoners of war, like a soft,
soft prisoners
like
of war.
army?
Hell yeah, it's still soft prisoners of war because your money going somewhere where a colonizer is at. Some type of way. I don't care if it's the light bill, the water bill, the mortgage, the rent. The money is going to a colonizer in some pocket, some type of way in America, and that still makes us a some type of prisoner of war. Because if we was out 100% self-sufficient, we wouldn't have no mortgage, we wouldn't have no light bill, no water bill, we wouldn't pay nobody no taxes. We'll grow our own food, we'll produce our own light some type of way with some type of solar panels, or some type of natural light. We would be living.
Okay, you know what? I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. And let me tell you why I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
So let's just say the Jewish peoples have their own state inside North America. Don't nobody bother them, right? Don't nobody bother Native Americans, but they bother us. They put guns, drugs, this, that. We need to focus on them and nobody else. We still at war. So it's like a soft war.
You're right.
So it's not like bombs and guns or what we see in the movies. It's like a soft war.
They will bomb and gun us if we do the right thing.
Hey, you better look at Philadelphia. Remember Philadelphia?
Black Wall Street. It can happen.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, they will.
The biggest crime of a melanated man in America that you can do right now is become self-sufficient and make your people self-sufficient. You are a terrorist at that point. If we know the truth now, buy 100 acres, run a river through it, figure out a light source, I get y'all to come on my live and come help me grow crops, and we not sufficient on nothing that come from the government, we become terrorists automatically. That's how they get us. And we ain't doing nothing wrong. But we just become terrorists because we are not in their system. We are not hooked to the prisoners of war thing.
But they want us to stay out their towns, the KKK and all this and all that. And then once we be like, okay, we out your towns, nigga. We're going to have our own towns. They don't like that.
They're going to come bomb it.
But why? Well, you want us to stay out. Hey, why?
They're going to bomb it.
But why will you
why they going to bomb
towns it? And sundown towns and uptowns and all this, and you be like,
okay,
we don't want to see you.
I'm from Mississippi.
Why do you keep bothering us?
I'm from Mississippi. Now, I know about the sundown town. Now, a sundown town is YT people who are scared of melanated people being in the area because their people are just scared of our people. If they grow up rural in a rural area where black people don't come through or melanated people don't come through there, when they see you at night, they are automatically spooked, and it causes you look like a real alien to them. I have been to towns in America where people walk up to me and say, I was in Wisconsin one time in a small town. A lady walked up and said, I ain't seen a melanated person in 12 years. This is a town full of, it's more about not seeing us and not understanding us, and we don't be in the areas, and we automatically make them people afraid. So that's what sundown towns are. They are afraid of us to be in these areas, and they are just.
But how come in every sundown town they find a cemetery all black peoples before they got there?
Yeah, because our people are on all their land before they got there.
Right. I think that's why they scared. I think that's why they really scared.
Yeah. They just scared of us anyway. They always were scared of things they didn't understand. That's why they scared. That's why they call hoodoo witchcraft. That's why they call all this superstitious stuff. Everything superstitious came from some melanated person done a long time ago. And then they never understood it, so they turned it into evil things. And I hate when our people believe that the things they believe, because they are teaching you superstition and to be scared of things that your ancestors created.
Hey, look, let me get out of here, but we do got to do a part 2.
Gotta do
We
a part
do
two.
got to do a part 2.
We'll
Let
hop
me get
on
out of
tomorrow.
here, man.
We'll hop
But
on
we do
tomorrow.
got to do a part 2.
We gotta do a part 2. Roll the cord.
Roll the
Appreciate
coin.
you, Gatty.
Roll the
Appreciate you.
coin.
Hop back in the morning. I'm gonna go back about 9 to 10 tomorrow.
All right, got you.
All right. Shout out to Gatty, man. Shout out to Gatty. He blow my mind with the way he approached knowledge. It's crazy. When he be spot on, the way he approaches it is so unorthodox. It's fire though. It's fire though. That's what we need. We need people thinking this way. We need people thinking this way, that way, from the top, from the bottom. We need people looking at the government information, looking at the ancient information like me, looking at the treaties, the different people that came over here that try to teach us that they are a part of our culture, and they're really not. And what happened with our melanated, people on the land. Cause see, I done seen our own people diss Martin Luther King, bro. How can you diss Martin Luther King and he was just in his time trying to be the best he could be? True enough, he probably had the powers that be on his back. But during those times when Martin Luther King lived, bro, the things he was doing would get you murdered, right? So he trying to understand. It took us up to these days to understand what all this stuff means. I do not blame melanated people back in the times for information that they were not even able to get. Right? I can't blame them for that. I can't blame Dr. King. I can't blame Malcolm X. I can't blame, you know what I'm saying? Stop bashing our people all the time and go bash these people who taught you your ancestors were aliens. They were trying to figure this stuff out like we were trying to figure it out. It wasn't no internet. It wasn't no you could pull up a book. I could pull up a book from Spain on my phone that these people never saw before with information that would change the whole outlook on different things right now. It's too much information out here today. I see people on the internet just talking to AI all damn day. Just talking to AI. AI, was black people on the land? Was melanated people on the land? It's too much information. So you cannot downplay your people for using what they had at the time, right? Everybody ain't perfect. Now, Martin Luther King messed with a white girl. Who cares? Who cares? Roll the coin. They try to downplay the man because they say he was messing with a white girl. Nobody care. What I'm saying is, it is hard in the times when them people live, bro. In the times when Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and it's so many crosses and evil going on at that time, bro, that you can't blame them people for nothing. I grew up the street from where Medgar Evers got killed at, people. Medgar Evers came home and was killed in his yard by a white T-man, right? He tried his best to get Jackson, Mississippi, the best schooling, the best everything. He was done. My grandma said the man was a great man. My great grandma knew him. So he was a great man. He tried his best to get everything he could for his people in these communities in Jackson, Mississippi. He not perfect, but he tried the best he could until they unalived him. And she said they're going to talk about these people throughout history because they were working so hard to do certain things, but they not perfect, son. And I always looked at it like that. They're not perfect. They were just trying the best they could in the 70s and the 60s, in the 50s. You speak against these people in the 50s, you better be ready to do something. Like when Gatty said, they're not ready to go to war. Yes, they are. We're not going to put that out here, Gatty. They ready to go to war. That's the only thing they are equipped to do. That's what they are built to do, right? They are barbarians. Barbarians are always ready to go to war. Yes, yes, Medgar Evers was killed, yeah, back then. But my great grandmother lived in the house up the street from Medgar Evers since the 30s. See, my great grandmother lives in her house is in the same neighborhood as Medgar Evers where he was killed at. Right? So I walked by that house when I went to school. Middle school and high school. Right? Well, middle school, and I called the bus to high school. But middle school, we walked by Medgar Evers' house every day. Going to a school called Brinkley Middle School. But he was always in the community. That's what I'm saying. My grandma lived through all that time. All the way up to almost 2000, right? Always, she was in Jackson, Mississippi since the 20s. So she lived in that area for 80 years, people. So we can't. I hate people who get on here and bash Martin Luther King and Malcolm X like they had a whole lot of different chances to do what they were doing. They didn't. They even though they was hooked up with the church and hooked up with Islam, but back then, they were just looking for knowledge, however they can acquire it, bro. They're trying their best to just make a better place for our people. So don't fault people for being a Muslim or Christian or things like that in those times. You can't fault them. So Malcolm X was like, don't segregate. Martin Luther King was like, segregate. I mean, Malcolm X he wanted to segregate. Martin Luther King did want to segregate. He did want to mix in with the people, but these people had different views and different lifestyles and different ways but they were trying to figure it out. Same way people trying to figure it out these days. So I just want to put that in the air because I don't like people who bash our own people for no reason. Like, he's an agent. Everybody an agent. Can you prove you're an agent? I know a million YT agents. But at the end of the day, did these people hurt their own people, bro? Did Martin Luther King hurt his own people? Probably spiritually, on the religion side, people think that way. But did he physically hurt somebody? Did Malcolm X physically hurt his people? No. You had a choice to pick what you believed in and what you wanted to do. They believed in what they wanted to believe in, but they didn't physically hurt our people. The YT man physically hurt us. And physically and mentally. Right? So I can't, I don't like to try to downplay what them people did. I don't like to try to, I don't like to talk down on our own people, man. Even though they had a hard time and crosses came and bad things happened and they did this and did that, they were just maneuvering what they could maneuver at that time and age, right? Today, I can maneuver different than a person of that. I understand the times. See, those people got out here and faced these people day to day. Right? They face these people day to day. A lot of people on the internet don't face nothing, none of these people. They don't face no evil YT man. They don't face evil like that. So we got to get out here and start back facing it. And if you ain't never faced it, you stay in the house all day and want to talk shit, you ain't never been out there in the water, bro. You ain't went through these towns in the South with all these bad things are happening right on mound complexes. Right in, you got to get out here and see this stuff. You just can't. See, it's a difference between you on the internet talking about this and you actually going to these places, bro. See, that's why they don't understand us from the South, right? They don't understand us. These are some of the most violent places on the face of the earth. And they made our people like this through impoverishing our people. Now I go up north. It's a whole nother lifestyle, bro. You don't even understand the spirituality in the South, bro. You ain't never been there. All y'all niggas talking from the islands and all y'all motherfuckers from Baltimore and Delaware and Philly and New York. And y'all don't understand, bro. Y'all wouldn't make it down here, bro. I ain't trying to talk crazy, but your ancestors might be from here and you got that New York in you right now, bro. But I'm telling you, it's a whole nother world in the deep South, bro. The stuff that we feel in the South, you probably ain't never felt it up there. I'm telling you what I know. The land, the spirituality, the air, everything different. The people is different, bro. These people so connected to that land down there in the South because they ancient ancestors are there. Y'all ancestors up there in the North, most of y'all ancestors come from down there too. You don't even know it. You trying to dish the South. Can't dish the South, bro. What is my goal? Come talk to me, Claudio. Claudio, hop in the box. Claudio, hop in the box. I'm sending it to you again. What is my goal? It's always.
Hello.
What you mean, what is my goal?
Hello?
You hear me?
Yeah.
What is my goal?
I don't know. I've been watching the stream and I don't really how do I say it? Like understand. Like I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to like what do you call it?
What's your background?
What's that?
What's your background?
My background?
Yeah.
Indigenous to
You a Native American?
yes.
What's your tribe?
Yes.
What's your tribe?
Chippewan, Northern Saskatchewan.
Do you know your tribe?
What's that?
Your tribe?
Yeah.
Okay. You ever try to put your thing on mute.
What's that?
Mute your thing.
Just hold on.
I just want to ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. You say you from a tribe, you Native American, right? Have you ever went and tried to find your ancestry and what your tribe done in history? Have you ever done that? That's the question I got for you. You hear me? Unmute it now.
Yeah, I hear you. No, I never actually, did that kind of research before.
Why not?
I don't know. I just didn't really think I needed to.
So you just think whatever they told you was true?
Whatever my elders told me.
You know what I'm saying? Have you ever talked to your elders about their tribe's history?
Yeah.
You were interested in it, right?
Yeah.
Why do you think my people is not interested in our history? Why would you go learn your history from your ancestors, but I can't talk about my history from my ancestors? And you ask me what is my goal? My goal was your goal was.
That's what I was simply asking you. Like
that's my goal. That's common.
Oh, okay.
My goal. That's common.
Oh, okay. So
my ancestry is not from Africa.
Oh, okay.
I tell you, our people are learning our history the same way other cultures will learn their history.
Yeah, because I watch your live stream and you're talking about like mound builders and like all this like Egyptian stuff, and I'm just wondering like what are you like genuinely talking about, like and now I understand, like it's about your
Okay.
like your people and stuff, you know what I mean? Like I just thought it was like you're doing like a historical like education about Egyptians, but it is about your people. Like now I understand now.
Bigger than Egypt. Mounds evolved the pyramids, bro. The mound culture is the precursor of the pyramid culture. So when you see a mound, they try to teach us that Native Americans built them.
Oh yeah.
But
Okay.
Native Americans didn't build those mounds. The same people built the pyramid 1,000 years later, or the same people built them mounds.
Oh, okay.
They align with the same stars. They align with the same. They got the same type of artifacts from inside the Mississippi River mounds and all the way in Egypt. They're the same artifacts. There's hundreds and thousands of years difference, but they made the same way out of the same minerals come out the earth.
Yeah, because I tried asking questions in the comments, but you know you got so many people commenting, and
if you got questions, just ask.
yeah. No, like before while you're showing those pictures about the mounds and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like doubting you or anything like that. I'm just like just trying to generally ask questions.
Yeah, okay.
Like because I want to learn too, right?
Yeah, okay. I can tell by talking to you. You don't come in the bash or try to.
Yeah.
So if you don't understand something, give me the question, and I answer the best of my ability.
No, you answered my question already.
Okay. But our goal is our history has been hidden, bro, for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. A lot of things that my culture have done, they gave it to other people that they really did not do it. And when I decipher it to my people, because a lot of my people don't understand the meaning of certain things because they have hid it from us for so long. So that is my goal, to break the code of some of the things that they have hidden and gave to other cultures. The greatness of my people that they gave to people who wasn't great.
Oh, like what they teach in schools and stuff like that. Like it's not the truth, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I understand now.
No doubt. Y'all follow Claudio, man. Good question, Claudio. Don't block Claudio. Let Claudio make it. Leave Claudio alone. Don't block him. Because you have to respect sometimes that people, we learn, this is some of this stuff we talking about, the average man is not going to conceive it. He's not going to conceive it, right? Because it's a lot of information stacked on top of each other that go along with other stuff. And this stuff is spanning over thousands of years of knowledge, right? And if people come to learn and they learn where the true history of their people come from and my people come from, maybe they will give them some peace and back up off what we talking about. If a Native American understand that he comes after us, we are the mound builders. He came in after us and learned some culture from the mound building culture that was already here. I can respect it because that's true. They did come after us before colonizers came. True enough, some of them was attacking us, but at the same time, it's a new age. If he is trying to learn the truth of his ancestors coming here and we was already here, and they got all that feather wearing and spirituality and corn and stuff from us, then I can respect it. Because like I say, I learned a lot from an older Native American also when I was younger, right? I learned a lot from an older, real ancestry of the Native American, he said, your people built the mounds. We learned from y'all people. See, that's powerful coming from a Native American who is an ancestor of a tribe in Mississippi, right? He said, yes, my people came, your people was already here. We learned from y'all. Y'all taught us how to eat, how to do all of this, because we didn't know nothing about none of that. He passed away about 5 or 6 years ago. I wish he was alive, because I would go in Mississippi and talk to him, and it would be, because see, he knew the real history of Native Americans. He knew it. He was a Choctaw. He was a Native American Choctaw. He said, melanated Choctaw was here first. We came, my ancestors taught me. We came, they helped us. Taught us how to farm, taught us how to make clothing, taught us all the symbolism that's coming out the mounds. They always praised at the mound. Your people buried in the mounds, not my people. We learned our culture from that culture. That's how we became Choctaw, because they taught us how to be Choctaw. And then the white man culturally assimilated his side of the Native American realm, right? Because he didn't have no warriors. Native Americans didn't have no warriors like that to hold up for the tribe. It was just a small group of them here and there. The melanated Indian had warriors. They were going to fight back. Colonizers went to the native side and had babies with them people, man. And he knew about all of that. He was an old Native American ancestor, right? So I got respect for certain people who tell the truth. Because he told me the truth. Now, you new natives ain't got no real ancestors. They ain't told y'all nothing. They ain't taught y'all nothing, bro. Y'all just living on the reservation instead of thinking y'all the first people on the land. But all the ancestors dead and gone, and y'all ain't learned nothing from them. Them people, some of them people really mixed in with melanated Indians, people. And their ancestors told them the truth. So, like I say, that's why I don't get on here trying to just do lives and just bash Native Americans. Even though the new ones are lost, they don't know what the hell they at. But I met some older ones that knew the whole history better than I knew it. And I can't do nothing but respect that. How can I disrespect? He's sitting here telling me, yeah, your grandma and them the real Choctaw. They taught us everything we know. White man mixed in with us, gave us privileges that he didn't give y'all. Because our people laid down for him a long time ago. That's the realest shit I ever heard come out them people's mouth. And he knew exactly what he was talking about, because he was born in like the 1910s. And his ancestors was from Mississippi, who had came over here hundreds of years ago, before the colonizer. But he wasn't here older than us. But he knew who taught them. He knew who taught his mom and his grandmama the knowledge of the land, how to get spiritual on the land. Now, if y'all connect back into that, Native Americans, we'll have a great understanding, because now the truth will make all us powerful in truth. But y'all be wanting to lie, act like we ain't got nothing to do with this, act like we ain't teach y'all this shit. That's why, but I'm not here to argue with y'all all day, because my people got to learn. Right? Y'all go learn from y'all ancestors, but my people got to learn from our ancestors. Roll the coin. I just like to tell it the way it's supposed to be. That's what really happened. Them people migrated into these areas. Our people was already there. Already there. So when y'all go learn y'all real ancestry and learn what really happened on the land, the truth will set us all free. Y'all mixed with the colonizer. They gave y'all perks. They didn't migrate. What you mean they didn't migrate? Them people did come from the West, down into the Mississippi and all of that. They did come from the West. What you mean? Let me explain something to y'all, man, because people still don't. People be on here with all this Indian shit all day, bro. They don't even understand what happened on the land, bro. They just be they just know everything, bro. Where the fuck did they come from if they didn't migrate down there to the Mississippi? Them people came down there, bro. Wasn't nobody there but us. They came down there. A lot of them people did come down there. Don't think the colonizer bought everything. That's not true. Them people came from the West. A lot of them people came from the West. They was already on the land, bro. Yes. You ain't the only person who was always on this land. This is a beautiful place, bro. A lot of them people migrated from the West, Siberia, the west side of the country, up, came down into the country, became Plains Indians, came over the Mississippi River and mixed in with us. Living on the same land, and everybody was still at peace. We fought a lot of them, but a lot of them was at peace. And they learned from us. Where do you think they got their culture from? Don't think them Indian schools taught all the culture, bro. That's not true. It's too many hunter-gatherer teachings on the internet. True enough, they put some of them in Indian schools, but all of them ain't learned their spirituality from no Indian school. A lot of them people sit down with your ancestors and learned it right at the mound. You got to know that, bro. That's the problem with people not learning the real history of our country. A lot of these Native Americans did see your ancestors on the land, bro. They know, the real Native Americans know they broke your ass up from your teachings. They know. The older ones. They know. Don't just think that everybody just flooded over here at the same time. That's a lie. We got different migrations of people coming over here, bro. Genghis Khan ran people over here. That's how the Huns bloodline got on the land, bro. Siberians crossed over, came over here and saw the mounds. That's how the Siberian bloodline got over here, bro. There are different migrations of different Asians and Huns and Mongolians coming to North America, seeing mound builders throughout history, bro. We take this shit so personal. I understand it, but you got to learn the truth. There were people coming here way back, way before a colonizer got here. He said it is personal. Okay. Come talk to me, man. Come talk to me. Cause see, this is one thing you gotta understand, bro. Oh, what's your name? Sunshine. This is what you gotta understand. This is what you must understand. In order to understand what happened on this land and what happened to our people, you have to understand it way before colonizers ever got here. You got to understand it way before colonizers got here, people. See, a lot of people just learning what happened when the colonizer got here. There's not enough information. Because if you learn it from the treaties and things happen after the colonizer got here, you still learning watered down information, right? Native Americans was coming over here attacking mound builder sites, which is our ancestors, for crops. That's true. Mound builder sites, which is our ancestors, for crops. That's true. And on the other hand, a lot of them were just nomads and wanderers, and they wasn't violent. Just like it is today. Some people violent, some people not. And they learn from our culture. You got to accept it. You got to accept it, bro. That's true. You got to accept truth no matter how bad you want to go bust everybody's head, expect truth. Respect truth, right? And I'm going to tell you why this is powerful, that it's not always about us being violent against other people. I'm going to tell you why this is powerful. There are tribes of Native Americans right now still on the land that know all your ancestor stuff. I can't even teach you better than they could teach you. You know why? Because they actually are the last people on the face of the earth to meet the original melanated Indian. You gotta start using your head, bro. If you find the right Native American, that man will lead you right back to your culture better than anybody on the internet. You know why? Because when his people pulled up, and our people taught them, and the people and they are truth, and they are speaking the truth of what happened to their ancestors and ours, they gonna tell you how great your people was. They gonna tell you. No people built them mounds. No people did this. They did that. Irrigate their river. They taught us this. This is what they use this for. This is what the X is for. This is what the bird man is for. Yeah, they're gonna break it down to you. This with all the star alignments that they worked on. This is what they teaching. Because they learned it right from your ancestors. And they passed it down to them natives. These real natives now, they'll tell you the truth. See, you trying to get it from somebody on the internet, but at the same time, them people met your ancestors before they broke it out of them. Them the last people to actually touch and sit down and talk and eat with your ancestors, bro, before anybody came over here and bothered them. Think about that. That Native American from South Mississippi linked up with my great grandma's knowledge. Then I talked to him. Broke the code for me. Oh yeah, my ancestor mixed with the white man and gave the land away. Yeah, everybody land. Truth. That what really happened. see, all this knowledge that people claim that they made up, or truth now they come up with it, or he ain't do it first. I learned that stuff a long time ago from a real native that told the truth. Now you on here speaking it on the internet today and thinking you to learn some knowledge. That knowledge came from a Native American man. And I'm so real, I tell you that. And when I researched it, he knew exactly what he was talking about. We can't be so hateful against everybody else that we think that ain't what the ancestors taught. Right? Yeah, we got done bad. Land took all of that. We mad. We angry. But at the same time, you got to find peace, bro. You got to find peace. You find peace, then you go do your thing, right? We are not here to hate nobody. They hate you because you are a grand being. You are God's son. You are the child of the original earth. That's why they hate you. But you ain't no better than them if you hate them. I don't hate them people. They just lost. I don't hate them though. Hate is a strong thing to hold and carry in your heart every day. So I don't hate them people. I understand, once you understand the true knowledge of what happened over here, you can't hate them. Shit, they were trying to do better too. Right? That man told me that if it wasn't for my people, his people would have been perished. I can't do no but respect that, bro. That's what the knowledge is for. That's what it originally was for. Humanity, bro. See, they took the humanity out of the world today. Ain't nobody got no feeling for nobody else. It's fuck everybody and everybody. That ain't what we done at first. That's hunter-gatherer thinking. right? Our people were trying to teach the culture to everybody who wanted to learn it to become great on the land. How to be in touch with nature, nature's people, God's chosen people. Now when we, like I say, then when we got attacked, we had to do our thing, but the original goal was to teach the teaching to everybody, even hunter-gatherers. But hunter-gatherers turned their back on us. Now I understand why you be mad sometimes, but I do too. But at the same time, we gotta let that go. We gonna have to come together on our unity, and then if it don't work out that way, like the ancestors did, we go the other way. But we started with unity and peace. We started with unity and peace. Now, if they don't want to accept that, then you get into the gangster shit, right? That's the best way I can explain. I can't explain it no better. We come with the ancestors teaching the civilization, bro. Y'all don't want that? Then we come with the gangster shit. Simple. But we're going to lead with the right way. We're going to lead the right way now. We just ain't going to jump out here on no hunter-gatherer. We ain't going to do that. Now when y'all, we see now y'all, and 9 times out of 10, they want the gangster shit, but we going to give them, they want the gangster shit, right? We know that. But we going to lead the right way. Then we get to, either we could be gentlemen, what they tell you, we can get into some gangster shit. That's how you come out. Either we gonna be civilized, cause this our land, bro. Y'all don't want to get this shit civilized, get this in order. Then we get into the gangster shit. But don't come in on the gangster shit first. It ain't what your ancestors did. Think about what they done, bro. They were trying to feed the people. Think about that. If you have knowledge nobody else has to feed your family, that's like right now, if somebody come give you a job making $250,000 a year, you walk in there and they teach you exactly how to do it and they let you make the money. That's greatness, bro. That's what we were doing. So I got to give it to you in layman's terms so you can understand it. We were a great people. If we pulled you in, taught you how to eat and feed your family, and taught you how to do it, them God's chosen people. That's how you approach this, right? Now, if you approach this like everybody pull up, we're going to bust their head. Nah. Ain't how this go. So, it was all done in peace and virtue, balance, harmony with nature. Now, if you come in nature with that bullshit, we can get on that too. Just like we doing today. But we come in peace, bro. That's what the term come in peace means. When our people went over there to Israel and in the Nile and all that, we came in peace. What ended up happening? We were enslaved, unalived. Right? There you go. Everywhere our people we was enslaved. In Egypt, the Assyrians enslaved us. Who was enslaved in Israel. Who was enslaved. So it's a certain type of people that we are. And some people be acting like they us, but they really hunter-gatherers. They never came in peace the whole time. They come for confusion and, right? A lot of people come for confusion, bro. A lot of these people on the internet are trying to confuse our people. 2 things they are doing. They are confusing us and they are culturally assimilating things. And they have followers that are confused. But we didn't come to hurt nobody. We never came to hurt nobody. They always come to hurt us. But I'm not mad over that. But I'm not mad over that. I'm not mad over that. For the simple fact that I know how the world works. If you hungry and I'm sitting over here on top of these crops, human nature gonna make you try to do something to me. All right? If you hungry and I'm over here with these crops and these temples and buildings and civilization gonna make you, human nature gonna make you try to do something to me to get that crop. Some people come and ask how you got the crop. Some people try to take. Some people come and ask how you got the crop. Some people try to take the crop from the dough. It's just how it is. Some people ask you how did you become successful? Some people just rob you. Do you see the difference? It's all the same in humanity. Somebody see me being successful, somebody with sense will pull up and be like, bro, how did you do this? How did you do that? Let me write this down. How did you? Thank you, man, for telling me that. Some people gonna be like, oh, you got all that money? Let me get that. Break yourself. Come on with that. Go in your pockets. That's what we had to deal with. The people who talking about break yourself, them the people we fought. The other people we taught them because we came to teach. We didn't come to get robbed and fight. We came to teach, but if we got to fight, then we got to fight. Because in the mounds, people, a lot of people are heads busted open, arms cut off in the mound. Them people are fighting, bro. People got on copper armor, bro. Hebrew copper armor. They were fighting. Who are they fighting? The Hardy. H-O-R-D-E. Hardy is people coming from that area of the world, from the Siberian area, the Hardy tribes. Hardy tribes are not your tribes. Read about the H-O-R-D-E tribes. See, it's layers to this knowledge. We just can't keep thinking that the white man done everything. And now we fought all type of people. We fought all type of people, bro, way before 1400. The barbarian Hardy, there you go. So I love y'all. I'm in love with you, man. I've been on here about 3 hours. Shout out to Gatty, man. Got on here wild out today. Shout out to everybody else in the chat today. I had about 600 people in there, man. I got 300,000 likes, man. I love y'all. I'm in love with you. 330,000 likes. That might be the most likes I ever get. Nah, I don't know. I don't be remembering. I'm going to put this on YouTube so y'all can check out me and Gatty. I didn't know we were going to go back and forth like that today, but I love y'all, man. I want y'all to know that we have to approach this knowledge in peace. And like I say, if we got to get on some gangster shit, we got to get on some gangster shit. No problem. We could do that. We could turn the switch on like that. But we got to approach this with knowledge. We get all hate out your heart. We ain't got nothing to prove to nobody else. See, we've been trying to prove to those people that we are who we are, but we ain't got to prove nothing to them people. We are trying to teach each other. I ain't got nothing to prove to no Native American. I'm not here to argue with him. I'm not here to back and forth with him because there's not in my plan. I don't get nothing out of it. I get nothing out of it. I get nothing out of arguing with Africans and I get nothing. An African cannot teach me my history. A Native American can't teach me my history. Therefore, because our history is way older than both of theirs. So therefore, and you just get mad at people that don't even know your history better than you. Only you know your real history. But you have to learn your real history to appreciate, the knowledge of the people. So we do need to learn that Native Americans was on the land. Right? You got to learn that. They weren't here before you, but they was here. That's what makes up the layers of the story that make the story. So, if Native Americans wasn't never here, bro, They wouldn't have nobody to try to blame the land on it. They use the Native American culture to assimilate the land. Because they understood that the Native Americans were not sophisticated enough to build the mounds, right? So now you try to make them the people who built the mounds to cover up us. See, you have to understand the whole story. They knew those people. I read 100 books. They said we know the Native American is not the people who built the mounds. They are not smart enough. And I ain't trying to be funny. So what they did was they said, okay, we're just gonna go ahead and say they built them because they are cooperating with us. So we're gonna say they built them. Give their tribe some. Yeah, they lack the sophistication to do it, exactly. But the YT man, he knows he can control them, so he gives them the power over the mounds to try to act like they are the ones built it, so you wouldn't know you are indigenous. Now do you get it? They the people that they gave a scapegoated them to the mounds, right? And then they make them sign all the treaties to give the land away. So the Native American is he did get messed over, but they wasn't powerful enough to stop them colonizers, bro. Shit, the colonizers got out on us. You know they got out on them. We knew something. They ain't know nothing. They just was taking the liquor, the little bit of food, signing shit over, having baby with them. Shit, they already was a hardy barbarian tribe trying to learn from us. But they still not sharp as us. They just was the scapegoat that they used to cover us up. So that's how you got to understand they was on the land. They had to be on the land to do that. Some people teach that Europeans brought them over here. They did bring some of them, some Native American looking people, Asians over here. But there was Native Americans already crossed the Bering Strait who was over here. There was. That's a fact. But like I say, they ain't been here no thousands of years now. They ain't been here that long. They ain't been here no mound builder time. Now, no, not that. They came after we was already building mounds and melanated American Indians. They came and mixed with us. Sat down with us, right? But they're not the ancient culture here. That's not what I'm saying at all. They just come before the colonizers. That's all you need to know. They just come before the colonizers. So therefore, they was here before them. And you look for the weakest link. Common sense, if you is trying to take land, you look for the weakest link on the land. That's common sense. If you finna rob a bank and you got 100 soldiers at this bank, and you got one soldier with a 32 at this bank, you go over there with one soldier with the 32 at. Simple. You go to the weakest link. Don't go over here where them boys at. You go over here where you can go over here and pop him upside the head, take his little 32 and tie him up. Walk out with the money easily. Don't go over here where these 100-round drums at with 100 warriors. No, you don't do that. Let's go over here. Let's go down here and mess with these people. Roll the corn. That's what happened on the land. You be nice to them, culturally assimilate them, and they sign the treaty to give away the land. And then the government's so smart, they still sent the agent to do that. Greenwood LaFleur, the Native American Choctaw chief from Mississippi, well, Greenwood, Mississippi is named after. His daddy is an agent from the government, bro. I got the receipts. They sent the agent from the government to mix in with Native Americans, so when they have a child, he can give away the land. I got the receipts. Man, the man daddy was a government agent in the 1800s, bro. I'm gonna show y'all that tomorrow, man. Y'all have a great day. If you missed the live, go to my YouTube. I'm gonna load this up on YouTube in a little while. Go to my live, watch it again, man. Shout out to Gatty for coming through, showing some love today. That was unexpected, but the corn must roll. We know the truth now. Love you, I'm in love with you. You live at the gun.